the new generation of generators. To conclude, I would like to ask Sepp Mündler to join me on stage. So he told us in the morning about his invitation to academia to cooperate with the people on the ground to help people in Syria. So if we look into how many people have involved all over the world, then I would say that our symposium was a huge success. So I would like to say thank you via universities of applied sciences. I have really found people ready to work with me everywhere. And a lot of people told me we have not done research on this field yet. So if we look into where and how we can continue, then I would say that our departure point on the 12th of January in the University of Graz was that there are a lot of questions, but the most important question at the moment, the professor said, the professor I was talking with told me, what is the most burning question you have? And he said it's, and I said, I want this thing that helps most, and he said it's not that easy. So now we really need a chemistry field. So this is it's really important to look into the question of can we find something else that is more efficient and maybe also cheaper. So I really would like to I would really like to thank Mr. Mosbacher because we have spent so many hours together. We need research on particles, on combustion technology, regulators, measurements, chemistry. Everything goes into the development of such a generator. And I really have to say it's such a shame that Satya had to leave us, because he often said, because he really had good experience already. He had 6 years of experience, and he often said, go to this place, and we said, but there's no thunderstorm. But he already knew there was going to form one. So we were there on time, and we saw that there was actually a thunderstorm developing. So this is really so there's really a lot of aspects coming together, and it always takes a lot of time also to get the experience. So some people might say in winter you don't have work, so you can just take it easy, but actually I'm retired, and as a managing chair with the Hail Mitigation Association, I really have a 24/7 job. So I'm always at disposal. So I would really like to thank, on behalf of the Hail Mitigation Cooperative and also personally, Ms. Schnessel.
Sichtlich gerührt. Bekommt jetzt gutes Argument.
Ich habe in der Früh begonnen heute.
So this morning I have introduced the pilots and said the pilots are great. I really want to thank them. But for them to be able to operate calmly, to do their work up there in the air, it's important for them to have a peaceful home and a joyful home. So for me, it's exactly the same. I do many, many hours and days of work. Everybody knows that. everybody knows how much I have to be on the move, and I'm rarely at home. So this is why I would like to thank you on behalf of the Hail Mitigation Association and also personally. The advantage is that Ilse always knows where you are.
Gut, damit sind wir eigentlich auch schon fast.
So this actually brings us almost to the end of our symposium. I wanted to ask you one more question from Van Spence, who wants to know whether the hail mitigation is only financed by the communities or also by insurances. Well, the map was actually not quite up to date, so it was a bit of like an Emmental cheese. There were still some white holes, but actually we have been helped a lot by telling the mayors that they need to join the cooperative because the other communities are doing that too. It doesn't make sense to have holes in the map because the planes will have to go across these places anyway. So I am at about 12 information events per year in order to bring information to the communities, to the citizens, and people who don't really know what's happening with hail mitigation are really interested in the information I give them, and then I really get such good feedback. And people say, but why did nobody tell me about this until now? So we have also planned 12 information events, for example, at the pumpkin seed oil fair and so on. So local fairs, local events, and I am then there all day with my information stand, and then at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, there is our hail mitigation present, so they have do a formation flight to show people what they are doing. So these information events we do because we want people to know what we are actually doing. So this would also be our goal for winter, for example, when we don't need to fly so much. Especially between Christmas and New Year, I have a peace and quiet, but otherwise I'm actually active all year round. Many thanks for that. And one more information again about our book, which you can now purchase via the Hail Mitigation Cooperation. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for everybody who has been with us all day for this symposium. Thank you very much for your commitment, and all the speakers today have been speaking for free today. I really want to underline this. Really, thank you so much. So a last round of applause to say goodbye. It was a really good day. It was very interesting. We have learned a lot. We say goodbye to you from the Audimax in Graz at the University of Applied Sciences, UANEUM. If you are on your screen, then maybe you now want to visit Graz sometime, and I hope you have, and if you need any more information, then please just contact the Styrian Hail Mitigation Cooperative. Goodbye and all the best to you.